staying on the theme of how to unround your shoulders, you want to have strong, stable shoulders like an elephant. Well, I learned this from a cat. I know I'm being very poetic, but I learned about shoulder stability from observing nature. There's a tradition in martial arts about observing how animals move their bodies and translating that into human motion. And if you watch an elephant walk, their chest muscles are supporting thousands of pounds of weight. And if they're running, it's tons and tons of pressure. And the way that their shoulder blades slide is along their body like this. Their scapula protracts and goes forward and back like a piston. And they walk like this. They don't come up and over. Us as human beings, we have very mobile shoulders. We're able to do a lot of range of motion that other animals just simply cannot do. So that is a superpower, but it's also a weakness. So if you watch, and I've learned this from watching, I had a very elderly cat, but man, he was nothing to be messed with. And as he walked past me one day, I noticed his shoulder blade was retracting all the way that I could see the underside of it as he was moving past me. I could see, like, wow, I could see the back of his shoulder blade. So again, it's not animals as they're walking, they're not pinching their shoulders back like this. Their shoulder blades slide and glide along their rib cage, forward and backwards. And that's what really unlocked this understanding for me, that where we get into so much trouble is the default for us as human beings is this up and over. And as we use our shoulders, if we're pushing or pulling or something like this, now this force is going into really small structures that really are not made for it. But if you see an animal, as they're moving, they're using their shoulder like this. They're strong through here, specifically serratus anterior. That shoulder blade is moving and sliding and gliding. And I said I'm a martial artist. I learned to use that part of the shoulder to generate force. I learned the hard way, if you were to punch something and you're up and over like this, that force comes back. It hits you just as hard as it hits the other person. So you had to be strong in here as you're delivering force to things. And then again, as a massage therapist, I'm pushing against people all day long. If I'm like this, up and over, I walk out at the end of the day like, my God, I can't do this anymore. So for myself personally, I really had to learn. But then for my clients as well, there's this epidemic of upper back and shoulder tension. So try to use your shoulder like an elephant. Walk around like a cat. See how that feels. So I know it's a little strange, but what did you think? Did you learn anything? Was I too strange on this one? Let me know. Thanks. Bye.